지금 다운로드 받으세요.
Well, I do hope we get a Zerg out of there, but let's look at our next match coming up here. It's going to be one of our many TVTs for the day. jjakji going up against aLive.
Now, coming into this one, this is jjakji's first game, but at the same time, I have to give this one to aLive, just looking at it on paper.
Yeah.
aLive always had really good TVT. He had a really famous game in the beginning of Legacy of the Void out here where he faced TY on Runes of Ceres.
Yeah.
And it was a super close game that aLive almost came back from and won, but then eventually TY did take that win. But overall, if aLive is back and he's practicing really hard and he's back into form, I feel like he should take this easily.
Yeah, like I think that aLive is the favorite here. He's been playing very well recently. I was super excited for jjakji and his Code A group, or his Code A match against Myungshik, because he used to be known as a TVP sniper and stuff.
Yeah.
But he really didn't deliver. And the thing is, he's been on KT for a while now, so I'm kind of expecting him to really rise up, especially with TY on his team.
So that expectation, is he going to rise up here in Game 3 against aLive on King Sejong Station? Coming out here on one of our legacy maps, I suppose, and down here in the bottom right in the red, it's jjakji, Terran player from KT.
By the way, these monitors we're using to cast Valdez, it was like beautiful resolution. I'm not used to this.
Oh, yeah. It's really, really good monitors they got here. Got to steal one and bring it home.
Dude, like, I'm used to casting on. You cast a GSL a bajillion times. You know those little square screens that we have?
Those are like the production monitors,
yeah,
right?
they're literally production monitors.
Yeah. And you got,
I'm not complaining, guys, but this is way easier. Like, I can see everything.
They're
like,
bigger,
wow.
easier to see stuff. You can look at the map.
Yeah, I can look at the mini map to see if someone has a gas in a certain location and stuff, like things that I just can't normally do. So it's pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah.
I do have to say, though, one kind of weird thing. Like, you guys... I feel like I'm getting different workouts at different casting studios. Like, I stand up at Afrika, and here at SPO, I have to hold a mic up to my mouth.
Yeah, your left or right arm is going to get very...
ripped.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to have one Caldor arm or something.
Yeah,
like.
this is a 30-game day, so we're going to be casting all 30 games with our hands just like this.
It's kind of crazy. I'm thinking about, like, just, like, getting a piece of cloth or something and just like tying it to my face, you know, like
get a little mic stand, go run to the store during the break.
It'd be a lot easier.
Lean into the mic.
Well,
see what we can do.
Okay, so we've decided that aLive should be the favorite here.
Yeah.
jjakji getting this early scout off, also going Reaper, so should be able to get another scout relatively easily, but he is walling in the Reaper jump up point.
You know what we should do is we should hire some fans to hold the mics for us. And we just cast. They come over here and they just stand and hold the mics. I think that's a good solution.
Yeah, until they like take the mic and say something into it that's inappropriate and we lose our jobs.
Yeah.
But you know what? I don't really, you're really the one that works here all the time. I'm fine. Let's try this.
Yeah. I'm fine with it. It's fine. I trust the fans.
Huh.
Yeah. I'm sure they're all very reasonable, nice human beings, right, Artosis?
Every single one of them.
Yeah.
There's no crazies in the chat right now.
No.
They're not spamming memes or anything like that. Speaking of which, guys, like really let people know that SSL is on. You know, like GSL is such a tried and true tournament. Like we have people just always tuning in, right? Like everyone follows the channel. Everyone kind of knows the schedule of it. But SSL is on now too. And these are like the same players. This is a great tournament. So have people tune in. And there's also YouTube. You can watch on YouTube or you can watch on Twitch. If you're watching on Twitch, you might want to do a little subscription. I did. If you got $5 to spare, if you're a poor college student, it's fine. We forgive you. But
enjoy it for now, and then when you get your job later on, support esports.
There you go.
That's the way to do it.
Anyways, the Reaper coming up. Oh, smooth jump in right there.
jjakji showing off.
Yeah.
Getting past the defense of aLive. And aLive had like a supply depot wall at the cliff too, on the side. A feature that we've had on this map forever. So that was really the one way for the Reaper to get in, and it did. But we still have this push coming across. It has been scouted now by that Reaper. we'll see how jjakji deals with this. There's a lot of units coming in.
Yeah, that is a lot of units indeed. It's like 6 Marines and a medevac and 3 Hellions. So obviously that crushes what jjakji has right now. And with these depots at the front, he can at least do some infrastructure damage.
Like the Viking here to push that medevac back. It's also going to be harder to try to go for any drops here. It would be pretty hard with the Marines in the main anyway, but as you said, it is going to push that CC back.
Yeah, he's having a hard time even spotting the depots so his units can attack. Great micro from jjakji on this Viking. He's doing a fantastic job. Like, aLive can't do that much from here. Look at this. Oh, my God.
And the medevac goes down. He can't pick up and get away, so now he's got to be careful. jjakji's got a lot of units, too, and I think he can just fight this. Yeah,
especially if he can get that Cyclone out of range. Does mess up with the Cyclone for a minute, but he's going to kill everything off, so aLive bungled this a bit, Valdez.
Yes.
That was some great control, though, by jjakji.
Good control by jjakji, but aLive staying there to try to snipe the Cyclone, probably not the best idea. I feel like he should have just got away. And look at this now, a Liberator coming into the back.
Good 5 SCVs killed off there, and don't forget that jjakji lost his Cyclone, he lost his Viking, so he doesn't have an easy way to deal with that at the moment.
Yeah.
Is making new ones, though.
I suppose that was the reasoning behind trying to focus down that Cyclone, because he did have that Liberator coming in.
Could be.
We got a Liberator of jjakji now coming in.
And let's see what damage jjakji can get done. Of course, aLive does have that expansion taken at this point. Siege is up, and nothing's there.
aLive is like, oh, that's not a Cyclone. I made a tank by accident. It can't hit air.
Send the Marines. All right, well, he is going to get away with this Liberator. In the meantime, aLive grabbing into. It's a really weird way to call that. Wow,
Yeah.
This is early in the morning to cast something, by the way. We're all used to casting at like 6 p.m.
Yeah, nerds don't usually wake up this early. If we're awake, our brains aren't really online yet.
Yeah.
So.
Well, usually I'm awake at this time, but I'm busy losing ladder games instead of casting.
Yeah.
So, anyways. He takes into a Raven. Yes, there it is.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the tech that he did take into.
Yeah.
And
see what tech he takes next. Okay, this is becoming a tongue taker.
Which one is he going to grab into next, Artosis? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what he'll grab into. That's really weird. But right now we do have Vikings popping out for aLive. And, of course, he who has one more Viking controls the skies.
Yeah, that's pretty much the name of the game here for TVT. And I remember we had a cast where we were talking about this, and I was saying as the meta progresses, we're going to see more and more TVTers just make more and more Vikings slowly.
Yeah,
because it's going to be like there's going to be a build that fits in 3 Vikings, and then the next one to counter that is going to put in 4. And it's going to go like 5, 6, 7.
And then it's going to hit a point where you have too many Vikings and someone
Yeah.
just makes a bunch of Marines or something, and like
You
that
can't lift
counters-
your tanks.
Like,
You just
well, you have
split,
9 Vikings. That doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
It's like I have no flying units.
And we actually saw a game like that. It was Reality versus Ryung in Pro League,
yeah.
where I think it was Reality that was making a ton of Vikings, and Ryung was like trying to fight back. He was making extra Marines, and it was a really interesting just view of where we're at in TVT. That was also a fantastic game.
That base trade, man.
Yeah.
Holy crap, guys. If you haven't seen that, definitely watch that VOD.
Yeah.
Anyways, we do have a double drop coming up from jjakji. Sieges up that tank. Looks like he'll take down some of these auto turrets, but that gets cleaned up hard by aLive. Oh, my God.
Oh, boy. Yeah, that needed to do a bit more damage. As you can see, the supplies now aLive is ahead by like 25 at this point, and it just gets totally cleaned up.
Yeah.
The tank goes down, the medevacs.
Everything he's tried to
the
send in.
Marines, it's just
Nothing really working out for jjakji at the moment. And, with the better Viking count, he's going to be able to just kind of spot for his siege tanks. Tank evacs are not going to work as well against him. aLive seems to be in quite a nice spot.
Yeah, that he is. Even this Banshee finding some value. Going to trade with some Marines. The Vikings of jjakji have successfully pushed out the Banshees from earlier on from doing that harass. And the Banshees are an interesting tech, too, because if you can get position with them, they do a bit better, I suppose, than the Liberators. They're more mobile. You can pick at stuff a bit easier. They don't have to siege up.
Yeah.
So adding just one in there is pretty nice.
That's kind of cool. We do have aLive pushing up into the natural here. jjakji kind of out of position. So the Seedshank's able to get onto his line. Look at this. He has a better air. He has a clean... Well, it's 6 SCVs. That's okay, but I really like the position of aLive in this natural. That's going to be very cost inefficient for jjakji to break right now.
Yeah, I mean, what is he going to do? He has no control of the skies. He doesn't really even have enough units to break up, but he's going to try to go for it now, pulling the SCVs to bring that tank fire, but nice focus fire there by aLive. Takes out all the tanks.
aLive just crushing through everything. That's it. GG.
GG,
wow.
Quick game there. jjakji actually got a decent lead early on, but wasn't able to close that one out.
Yeah, and that's an away win for aLive.
So there you go, aLive off to a great start now, 2-0 with 1 away win.
Yeah, looking very, very good at the moment. But all right, I mean, that's jjakji kind of underperforming there. Neither of us really thought he was going to do that well today. It's kind of sad. Like, this guy is a former GSL champion.
And he's on KT too. You were talking about that. Like, when does his time come? When is jjakji time?
I guess it already came and passed, but I hope it comes up again. Like, he has TY to help out with his Terran play, so you'd think he'd be putting up some better results, but he's just not.
Yeah, he's not quite there yet. But guys, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break. We'll be right back.
There ain't nobody here who can cause me pain or raise my fear, 'cause